Hello everyone, my name is Tina Werlin, and today we are going to be talking about Thich Nhat Hahn and his teachings of mindfulness, particularly mindfulness in education. I hope you had a chance to look at my biography and the key points of Thich Nhat Hanh's life, but now we're going to dive right into Thich Nhat Hanh's importance of mindfulness in education. Thich Nhat Hanh taught teachers the importance of mindfulness in their lives. Hahn believes that mindfulness is something that can be taught by observing its presence. Therefore, a teacher can be the most effective if they first transform their own suffering and practice mindfulness every day. Hahn's mindfulness in education is important to my future, as I'm going to be a middle school and high school history teacher, and we know that middle school and high school can be some of the most difficult years emotionally for children and young adults. Thich Nhat Hanh emphasizes the importance of the teacher releasing their own suffering every day. He suggests as you start your day, you should focus on your own breath to stop all thinking. In doing this, you free yourself from past suffering and future suffering. You are able to live in the present and be grateful for the wonders the world has to offer you. Thich Nhat Hanh claims that being alive is the greatest wonder in the world, and that one should feel fortunate to be alive and happy presently. Hahn suggests that teachers write down their conditions of happiness and be sure to only list things that are present in their lives, not to focus on the future and to truly appreciate the present. If painful emotions or memories arise, Hahn suggests to embrace the thought within a few moments and you will be free of it. Being able to release suffering from oneself allows a person to be truly present. Teachers who have transformed and are living their lives with mindfulness learn to live in the present moment and can be fully present for their students who may need them. A teacher who is happy will transmit happiness to all of those they come into contact with, whether that be their students, their family, or their colleagues. This will create an environment in which the student can focus on the present and not be burdened by the stresses of the future. Hahn emphasizes the importance of a teacher creating a second home within the classroom. Many children I may teach may come from homes where they do not have emotional support. By being a compassionate listener and learning about the suffering of my students' lives, I can communicate with them in a way that can ease their suffering. In turn, I will share stories of my own suffering, goals, and desires in order to create a personal relationship with my students. Thich Nhat Hanh emphasizes creating a personal relationship with your students because the mutual understanding will create a sense of fraternity, making the work required of teaching and learning much easier. Hahn explains that the environment must stretch beyond the teacher's classroom and spread into the minds and classrooms of their colleagues as well. He believes that teachers should create a community in which they strive to make positive change together through mindfulness. Hahn suggests that teachers come together and participate in mindfulness exercises in order to be present together. Mindful walking is an exercise that can be done easily. It forms a community between the teachers that gives a sense of interconnectedness, that they may all do their part in their community to enact positive change within their students' lives. Another mindfulness exercise is sharing with one another your suffering or successes. In doing this, each teacher is given the opportunity to share what is on their mind, without interruption or further dialogue. Each teacher listens to the others as well, and many times the stories of one teacher inspires another teacher to share a similar experience, of which they may have overcome an obstacle, or in which they are still struggling, similarly to the teacher that just spoke. This exercise of listening creates a deeper sense of community for the teachers. They're able to help each other reach their own goals, and being active and present in listening creates a true understanding of one another. Hahn believes that happy teachers will change the world. They will be the ultimate role models of happiness and mindfulness that will help them form their students into compassionate members of society who have learned to communicate honestly with one another in order to support each other. Teachers who participated in Hahn's retreat explained a weight being lifted from them as they actively decided to incorporate mindfulness in their teaching. They explain that their peace and happiness became contagious to those around them, creating a more unified environment that benefits all. Teachers who taught mindfulness in the classroom started by sitting their students in a circle, and then the teacher would ring a bell and ask their students to become aware of their own breathing in order to bring their mind into the present, removing thoughts of past or future stresses. This exercise creates a classroom that has a teacher and their students actively present. This action of living in the present helps the students make the most of the time that they spend in the classroom because they can focus solely on that exact time and place. I intend to use the teachings of Thich Nhat Hanh's Mindfulness in Education in my classroom when I begin teaching. I feel that bringing mindfulness into my life will benefit my family, my students, and my colleagues. Thank you.